Small town, only 4,000 people, but it's a good spot. It's a reasonably affluent little town. That's the building. So that was it back in its former glory. So it's a bank. You'll know, I'm sure, that banks don't really like branches anymore. They want us all to do everything online. They don't want anyone to go into the branch. And this is very typical of this size sort of town. It's a secondary town. As I say, there's only 4,000 people there. For them, it doesn't stack up to keep the place open. A lot of these smaller branches used to close at 2:30 in the afternoon and stuff like this. But the nature of these buildings tends to be that they're in the best locations in the town. So this is next door to, you can see on the left there, that was a NatWest. So they vacated in mid to late 2015. This was an HSBC, and on the other side of the NatWest is a Lloyds. The NatWest is a particular disaster for the town, really, because it still has about 15 years left on its lease, but they've vacated and it's currently scaffolded and empty. So reasonably upsetting for the town council, who would like to see the building back in use, which is something obviously that also works in our favour. HSBC vacated at the end of 2015, and then someone bought the building. It's grade 2 listed, it's just the frontage, so there are some pros and cons around that. One of the pros being no business rates while it's empty, so that helps significantly. One of the cons being, of course, conservation officers going to be involved, and there's work to be done that sometimes the developer might not consider to be absolutely essential or fantastically economically viable. As chance would have it, I already own a building in the town, which is a mixed use, so it's a barber shop downstairs and it's a duplex apartment above, and it's literally, you can see this building from that building. So I already have I bought that for a song, really, a couple of years ago, so I have a foothold in the town, get on very well with the tenant in that property as well, who happens to know my in-laws who live in South Yorkshire. Small world, apparently, which is helpful. So she's a bit of a lifer tenant. She's got a long lease, and she also lives in the flat above. She's very happy there, and I'm very happy with her in the building. So you can imagine, community of 4,000 people. It's quite handy. She's already trying to find me commercial tenants for the building when we've completed it, which is great. And because she's a hairdresser, she has lots of people through the door and talks to them every day. So it's ideal.